Hi everybody, this is Tina with Two Chicks and a Cricket, and this is our Stampin' Up! Friday, and so I'm going to be doing a really fun project. I am going to cover one of these notebooks. So you can pick these up super cheap. Around school time when school starts, you can pick them up anywhere from 10 cents to 50 cents. And I picked these up just recently, and it's summertime, and I just paid like 94 cents for them. So they're super cheap and nothing to them, just, you know, binder paper. And this is like, you know, you use them for anything. This one particular is my church journal notebook type thing, so I'm going to cover it. So these are the items I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using Wild Wasabi Stampin' Up! Paper. And this is Blushing Bride, which is an in color from 2010-2011. This is some very vanilla grow grain ribbon. I always say it wrong. And it's 5/8 inches. And then I'm going to be using the stamp pad Regal Rose and Wild Wasabi, and then along with this, probably this punch. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm not quite sure exactly what I'm doing. So part of it I've already done. So let's just get started and see how it goes. So I've already, just to save time, I've already cut this down to where I need it. So I cut this down, and now I'm going to just start covering this. So I am just going to use my 8. So I have a little bit of an overhang, and instead of trying to get this up with that much adhesive on it, I'll just trim it down and then I'll re-ink the edge. So this is the first layer, and then this layer I did not trim down yet. And the reason is I want to make sure I get all the way to the top. So now what I'm going to do is, I'm thinking probably the best way for me to do this is to go ahead and put my adhesive on the back and get it laid down, and then, see, I left it a little large up top. So that's okay. So what I'll do is I'm going to put my actual adhesive onto this part of my binder instead of onto the paper. Put this paper onto my binder, and I'm going to flip it over. You can see I have a little bit of extra, probably on both top and the bottom, but that's okay. So then I'm going to put the rest of the adhesive onto the paper. I'm sorry if some of this is off camera, you guys, just the angle I'm working at with the tripod. Okay. I'm going to give that a good tight crease and fold it down. I'm just even going to take my bone folder and just make sure that adhesive is really on there. The cardstock, when you're working with cardstock, because it's a little bit thicker and this pattern paper was a little bit thicker, you just want to make sure that's really attached. And then, of course, you can take and we'll come back and we'll take off this extra piece that's on the back. And I'm just going to come back, and that just helps to adhere that down even more. Okay, so here's so far the front. And now I'm going to add this pink strip. That pink strip is going to go right here. And I'm going to put a little bit of ribbon on it first. Pink, and I'm going to put it right here. But first I'm going to add this ribbon. And we just do this the same way we do all of our other ribbon, just by doing it the cheater way. So for this, because I usually do not put adhesive on my ribbon necessarily, because most of the time I'm going to be in the process of like slipping something under the ribbon at a later time. But because I don't have to do that this time, I'm going to put some adhesive on this ribbon. And I'm just going to use my ATG gun. And this will just help to hold the ribbon down. Just because this is something that I know I will be getting into a lot, and it'll be going in a bag or a purse, or I'll be carrying it with me a lot, and so I don't want there to be the ability for it to snag. And we'll put that right down there. Tighten my bow, and then I'm going to re-cut my ribbon just to give it that. And then this is the other side of the pattern paper. And it's going to go right here. And this is a 3 by 3 square, and then this is a 2 1/4 by 2, or 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. It's gonna go right there, and then I have printed out in vellum what I would like to go on top of this. So I'm just gonna trim this part down. I can glue. Make sure I'm on camera. Okay. I can attach these two pieces, And you can see when I first printed it out, it didn't fit. It was a little too large. So I just reprinted it in smaller so that it would fit. So now how I do my vellum is I think I just want the pink to be covered in vellum. I don't want this green part. So I will just lay it down how I want it. And I'm going to want it to be sort of in the middle of the pink. And so I'm just going to use my nails and I'm just going to score the vellum right around that pink. And then I will paper piercer trim it. I'm gonna fold without creasing my vellum, and I'm just gonna pierce it. And then I'm gonna do it the same way. Fold it in half and use those other holes as a guide and pierce. Now I can pierce my paper. So then this piece is going to go right in the middle, right here. And again, I'm just going to use my ATG gun. And I'm going to put it a little higher than just the very middle. And that is my project for today. So thanks guys for stopping by. I'll put the recipe and all the colors and stuff that I used at the end of this post. Thanks for stopping by the blog.